Yo, man, today's video is kind of interesting though. I'm kind of, a little excited to go ahead and talk about it, but as always, homies, we back with the foolishness. Now, you guys know what I want, man. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section, y'all. Now, it's a little bit different. You guys know how we are. We chill here. We lay back. Go ahead and just listen. You know what I'm saying? Unbutton the top button of your muscle shirt. So, let's hit some feels, right? So, a couple DE employees, you know what I'm saying, had some things to say about the company. And I was doing a little research, you know what I'm saying? I was going through everything, seeing what's been said, just period. And the same thing keep coming up. You know what I mean? The same thing keep coming up. And that's with management. You know, that's just with the direction of things, with keeping things intact, staying on task. And I was just looking at that like, yo, we've talked about this a few times before, but it's never really truly been confirmed. But throughout their actions, you know what I'm saying? Like throughout the things that they've been doing, we could kind of like look at it and be like, yeah, you guys are kind of like wasting time. Yo, okay, so look, here's the thing. When you look at it, right, you kind of just like, yo, that's crazy. Why is that crazy? Bro, the Kuva Leech, right? The Kuva Leech was promised 2 years and 7 months ago before it got released, right? Like 2 years and 7 months. I have never seen a game take 2 years and 7 months. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, like, yo, Rio, they did other things in between. Okay, other little things like what? Okay, these other little things that they promised is different branches of the company that's working on different things. It's different people. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at it, right, there's other updates that's on the 2-year list of things that ain't even came out yet, bro. Like when you look at it, it's kind of just comical. It's kind of just like funny when you think about it. And I don't care if this was Path of Exile devs, if this was Destiny devs, if this was Bungie. I don't care who it was, bro. I don't care if this was My Little Pony Part 2. I'm talking about everybody, right? Because at the end of the day, you owe it to your community, right? You owe it to the people that's been supporting the game heavy to actually be working hard and putting these things out. Yeah, everybody take breaks at the end of the day, but 2 years, 7 months, another 2 years with everything with Railjack and stuff coming out. Like, bro, when you look at it, for you as a player of this game, yeah, you love the game. That's cool, right? That's cool. You feel me? I like that. Here's the thing about this, though, right? If you look at the generalized direction, as Warframe themselves as a staff, as a company has gotten bigger from the years of update, from all the years that I've been playing, their update used to come out so consistently, and as they got bigger, it just progressively just gotten smaller, right? The updates have been taking way longer. There's nothing in between, no events, no nothing. They kind of just been slacking on things. You got to call it where you call it. It's the truth. Like the people who defend, they'll just say little things like, oh, if you don't like it, just leave, and you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah. That's cool, bro. Like, how long can you defend though? Because these things are actually starting to show. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of these things are starting to show to where people are noticing it, and I'm just looking at it like, dang, like now it's becoming a problem. Like just like the Kuva Leech, the update, people judging this so harshly only because it was so much time in between, bro. That's all it is. It's only because it was a lot of time in between. That's the reason why people are judging things so harshly, and it's crazy to me the way I look at it, right? And I'm just like, yo, it's not that players are kind of noticing that, you know what I'm saying, DE is kind of working with some lackluster things and just pushing things out there. Nah, it's the time. Because like I said in the last video, once you fall out of love with something, right? Once you fall out of love with something, it's kind of hard to fall back in love with the thing the same exact way. So you start judging things a little bit harsher. Now, here's the thing from what the people are saying. We're procrastinating at the job and management. We've been talking about management, bro. I'm like one of the main people that's saying that management needs to either get new people for a breath of fresh air into this game, or there's just some people there that I just can't rock with at management. You know what I mean? Now, you don't have to say, oh, I love the devs or I love Warframe. Bro, we judging it based on their workmanship. We're basing it based off of facts, okay? Based on what's put in front of us, what's the update for us to eat? Is it good? Does that taste good to you? What's this update taste like? There's no seasoning on this update. If you got some hot sauce, I'm trying to give it some flavor. This update ain't got no seasoning on it. It's not very well cooked. That's what the update feeling like, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you have all these people that's like, oh, they're doing their best. I've seen their best. We've seen their best. You feel me? This not even complaining. This just basically pointing these things out. Like I said, if Bungie do it, I'm calling them out on it too, right? If anybody do it, okay? Now, it just so happens that these employers have came out and said what they said about it, but the player base was just so blind, and it's so funny to me. It's like real funny to me, right? I don't want to say I'm right because I know that's going to trigger some people, and you guys know I don't like triggering people. I was right, but right, it was a sneeze. Trust me, don't take it offensively. Right? Here's the thing, right? When you look at it, over the course of the past 2.5 years, right? Over the course of the past 2.5 years, the White Knights have been eating their words. The people who's been defending have been eating their words heavy. Like, because everything is coming to fruition to the point to where they're like, yo, hold up, that's actually happening. It took a while, but it's actually happening. Like, yo, they've slowed down. So what could they do? I feel like they need a breath of fresh air, bro. I feel like they need a breath of fresh air to actually switch things up. Because the game's too good to mess up. Like, how could you mess this game up? They don't even have to follow a certain structural path, right? They can just do whatever it is that they want, and the player base will eat it up. The other thing is, this game is so lore intensive, and they basically don't really put out any lore. What are you, like, at the end of the day, the avocados, they surprise me with, like, and I want you guys to look through the comment section and just be like, what excuse are they gonna come up with today? First off, there's another deflect, okay? They're gonna deflect, be like, Rio, well, maybe you should. No, don't blame me. I wouldn't be making these videos if they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. At the end of the day, you wouldn't be hearing from me. I was a happy little camper when things were cool, right? You feel me? And then you gotta look at it like this too, though. You gotta look at it as a simple fact, like all the people, you gotta think about it. If a child is giving trouble, I'm not calling them a child, I'm giving you just a quick reference. If a child is giving trouble and you're like, oh, he'll grow out of it. Okay, all right, he'll grow out of it. Continue 2 years later, he's in juvie. Wait, whoa, maybe I should have stepped in and said something. And that's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. And I know some people can't see it, and I know it took a while for a lot of people to come around to basically see what we've been talking about. But for the people who have came around and see the direction to where this is going, yo, I actually don't like when people say, man, I ain't even playing that no more. I don't even turn on Warframe, bro. I'm over here on this game. Okay? I'll be like, dang, bro, because that addiction. And some people will say, yo, man, it's not meant for you to play this game this long. Actually, that's not what Steve them is saying. Steve them is saying their job is to keep you on the game as long as possible. That's why they do the things that they do. Okay? You guys don't understand that they don't want you to come off their game, because when they come off their game, you lose people. They lose people. They lose money. Their stocks drop. Things happen, okay? And you're not going to be on every game forever. But this game shouldn't be declining at the speed as it is with content. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's like the decline is too fast. Every game declines and every game pick back up. Okay? What I'm looking at is the bigger picture. Some people speak from the perspective of their own little friend group, right? The 5 people that they play the game with. Or they could just be playing the game and talking to themselves. Lonely. So very lonely. I'm in a clan of my own. Okay, I'm just playing. I just gotta roast people, right? But some people are so disconnected from like the bigger picture of what's actually happening that they'll look at it from the perspective of like just the circle of friends that they have, the 3 people, the 4 people that always agreed with them, and they all say the same thing and repeat the same thing back to each other. So since they say, oh man, it's great, this guy's complaining, I don't really get what he's talking about, bro, because we're having fun, we've been doing great, these missions are fantastic. Okay, but the bigger picture is that everything else outside is burning, but you don't see it just because you're okay in your house. Okay, and that's the problem that I've noticed with this community. It's like so many people are out of touch that they'll deflect just because they don't pay attention to everything else, but don't take the time to look at everybody else's perspective, right? Like, I look at everybody else's perspective. I see what everybody else is talking about. I know when people are just completely defending. I know when people are not inclined to say what they really want to say because they're started out with like, I love Warframe, but there's nothing wrong with loving the game. You just got to give your point of view, man. You just got to say what it is that you're going to say. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like being in a bad relationship or in a good relationship. When things are good, things are great. But you'll be blinded to the fact of like, no, she loves me. She's not cheating. Bro, she's having a baby by like 2 more other dudes. No, that's not her. Don't you talk about her that way. Sucker. You know what I'm saying? You just got to look at it differently. And you got to understand at the end of the day, like the game is the game. Okay? If this game goes away, what are you going to be playing? Are you going to feel bad that you didn't speak up about the game and trying to help it? You know what I'm saying? Rebecca, DE, Steve, anybody. They can feel any way they want about me at the end of the day. They can feel any kind of way. But just know, I don't hate them. I don't feel no type of way about them. All I want is the game to be lit. I know a direction. I remember the direction to where the game was going. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, oh, Rio just wants endgame. Dude, I don't care about endgame. I've already decided that they're going in a very casual way, and I'm judging them on casual content. There's a lot of games out there going into casual content, okay? And I'm judging them based on their merits of casual content. And this casual content, people ain't even happy with it. You see what I'm saying? So stop trying to deflect by saying, oh, this game isn't for these players. Stop. We're not talking about that no more. We talking about just what they're serving us, okay? Does it have any gravy on it? Is the rice dry? Is the chicken well cooked? No, it's not. People not really eating this update up. And for this update to take as long as it did, I definitely feel like the Kuvalich could have been done better. I feel like it's a process in the right direction. I feel like the direction is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's el okay. That's Spanish for it's kind of alright, right? I feel like it's cool, but it could have been for taking 2 years and 7 months, bro. It ain't cool enough for 2 years and 7 months. 2 years and 7 months, people dropping brand new games, brand new projects with less devs, with 50 devs. Brand new games, whole haul all around. You know what I'm saying? MMOs are dropping, right? So there's no excuse that these people can tell me. And I'm just looking at it like, all right, DE, what are you guys going to do? Okay? What are you guys going to do? Is Railjack going to be that lit? Railjack is on 2 years plus. 2 years, 6 months plus, or something like that. 2 years, 7 months. It's insane. You feel me? So I'm just, no. It's actually 2 years and 5 months. So I'm looking at it like, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. And some people just don't want to hear the truth. People be getting mad at me. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna drop what video I want. You're gonna watch the video and be upset. You should be thanking me because I know you wasn't doing nothing. You was actually bored. You finished all the stuff you were supposed to be doing. You know the grind was tedious. You should be thanking me for Rio giving me something to actually talk about. Look, I'm out here creating just great stuff for you guys. Creating conversation. That's all that's left to be done in this game anyway until they switch up the devs. Until they get back to the path to where it was at. I understand people fall out of creativity all the time. You know what I'm saying? But not when you have a community behind you that's giving you so much creative feedback, so many ideas, and you're actually not following them. You're purposely just overlooking these ideas. You know what I'm saying? And I see it within the community. I see when people be posting these things, and I respect the stuff that people be saying, but at the end of the day, you gotta say to yourself, yo, is the devs actually respecting the feedback from the community? I don't think so. I'm always gonna say what's on my mind, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. You feel me? So at the end of the day, thank you guys. You know what I'm saying? I really do enjoy the foolishness. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you guys do too. I hope that they can get the management under control. I hope they can get on task instead of just, you know what I'm saying, taking so long in between updates and procrastinating. You see what I'm saying? Like, here's the other thing. Like, you guys can timestamp this, right? The thing that gets me is when they literally take their time and procrastinate and then try to rush and put everything together and then start tweeting like crazy and then start putting things like, oh, it's coming to get a great. Oh, it's coming to get a great. Bro, you wasn't tweeting for about a good 6 months. You ain't said nothing until it was time for crunch time. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully we can press the red button. Come on, fam. Like, stop. I'm not dumb. Like, why you treat me like these little kids? Like, just tell me that you was taking your time. You was out playing golf or something, right? Like, just come on, bro. And you can see how the updates drop. They're never polished, bro. Come on now. 2 years, 7 months. Things should always be polished. There should be released on every single platform 2 years, 7 months. 2 years, 7 months. These things should be released on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And for the people, there's always people out there that's like, oh, you can't do it. Yes, you can. Shut up. They do it all the time. It just depends on what they want to work on, how they want to push things out. See what I'm saying? But as always, man, like I said, I love you guys. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support. Hope that you guys enjoy the content, man. A lot of new content coming. I'm super excited with the new direction of the channel. We're taking the videos a little bit more laid back, a little bit more chill, a little bit more toned down. Not so hype, but we still coming with the foolishness, still coming with the jokes and the humor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For what you guys love. But a little bit more me being myself, you know, a little bit more me being myself, a little bit more relaxed. But a lot of people kept asking me about, like, yo, Rio, when are you going to do the story times at the end of the video? Guys, by the way, it's the end of the video. Leave. Why are you still here? Get out. Get out. Go ahead, complain in the comment section, right? But look, here's the thing. Storytime video, something that happened to me, right? So I was out and about, and I was with one of my friends. I was at my friend's house, and his mom came up to me, and his mom was talking about some, y'all never gonna have no kids? Like, y'all getting old, y'all not having no kids. So I said, yeah, I got like 2 kids. She was like, oh my God, Michael, this is why you need to keep Rio in your life. He's a good friend. He's working hard. He's got 2 kids. Rio, how do you do it? How do you do it, Rio? I said, well, ma'am, honestly, it's just based on the things that my mom has taught me, you know. So I work as hard as I can. You know what I'm saying? I do Twitch and I do YouTube, and I still work in real life, and I find time to visit my friend and then still take care of my kids. You know, so I feel like it's a good responsibility on how to be a man. My homie Mike is looking at me like, you piece of trash, bro. You a piece of garbage. You ain't got no goddamn kids. No, I ain't got no kids, right? But his mom, you know when you can hype a mom up, right? This is what you should have been learning from. You need to be around Rio more. He gonna come up, Mom, Rio wasn't even doing none of that. Rio be like, Mike, man, look, change your life around, fam. That's all we saying. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm that one friend that gets in good with the parents. I'm just not even gonna lie to you. I will sell you out to be cool with your parents, okay? Alright, they'll come and ask me everything. Rio, where was my... Ma'am, I don't know, but he wasn't with me. You wasn't with Rio? He does the same thing to my mom. He'll lie to my mom, hype my mom up, bro. It's the worst type of relationship, bro. It's one of my best friends, though, since 5th grade, and that's how we get down. But let me know some of your friend stories. As always, I love you guys. Take care and have a dope day, homies.